friends, and welcome back to my channel. This is my first video back from my 1,000 subscriber week, and again, I just want to take a quick moment to thank you guys so much for all of your love and support and your requests. I loved all of them, and I have a list running, and I'm definitely going to do my best to get to everyone as soon as possible. This video today is somewhat a twist on one of the requests I got. A lot of you guys found me through my BoxyCharm videos, especially my 2016 Best and Worst of BoxyCharm, and I just thought I would kind of do a twist on that because I covered a lot of products in the year 2016 that I thought were amazing and ones that did not work well for me. And I went through those comments again when I was kind of going back through the reviews, and I was like, oh my gosh, there were some strong opinions about things I needed to give a second shot to. So what I'm going to be doing today is doing that for you guys. I went through all of the products that I had told you guys. I was like, not a win for me. And you guys were like, no, try it this way, try it again, do something different with it. You guys felt so strongly about it that I was like, I need to do this for you guys because clearly it's important. Makeup is important. So I'm going to do that for you guys today. And I'm going to do a little disclaimer really quickly. It is thunderstorming where I live right now. Not raining, not drizzling. It is 40 days and 40 nights of rain and ridiculousness, and I'm probably gonna need a bigger boat soon. Oh my God. So if it starts thundering, lightning, if you hear a lot of rain, I'm sorry, Mother Nature needs a chill pill. Also, it is super duper dark outside, so I have moved my lighting as best I can so you guys can see me and I don't look like I'm in a deep dark dungeon. So, I'm sorry there's no sunlight today, guys. I'm doing the best I can with my lighting, so if my lighting is a little bit off, I'm very sorry about that. So I do already have some makeup on my face, and these are just the basics because with the products I'm about to delve into, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products I'm going to be trying for you guys that I had told you were not my favorites. The first product I'm going to be starting with was the one product that if you looked at the comments in my 2016 Best and Worst of BoxyCharm, this is the one product that you guys were like, please try it again, try it with this, try it with that, put it with your foundation, it's amazing. And it is the Shimmer Bronzer from Temptu. This product was something I got so many comments about because you guys were like, I love it, try it again. So I'm going to do that for you today. What I'm doing differently this time, because you guys know I like to do some digging. I like to do my research. I'm on their website. And what they're telling me on how to use this product, because as some of you may or may not know, like some of the products from Temptu come in an AirPod because it's actually for like that spray makeup. But this one in particular, they do give you tips on how to use with just your fingers or with a sponge or a stippling brush. So I'm going to tell you what they say about this. They say that this shimmer bronzer, it bronzes and contours the complexion. This multi-use bronzer delivers a soft golden glow but can be used to layer for a deep tan. So how to, according to their website. Drop a few drops on the back of your hand. Using a stipple brush or a wet soft sponge, dab into the product. Dab on your face where the sun will usually hit you. Your cheekbones, your forehead, your nose, your jawline, etc. And start to blend out. Another way you can use this is on your eyelids with your finger or a brush for a bronzed lid. Look 3, for a natural glow, add a few drops of the bronzer shimmer to your favorite primer or body lotion. Mix and apply all over the face and body. Oh, that one sounds pretty cool actually. I might do that too. Let's see. Let's see. A little bit of body lotion right here. Let's just see that part really quick. So I have the product here. I don't know how much to put. I'll just do 1 drop for now because I don't know. I'm just going to do it on one hand so you guys can see and compare. I only did 1 drop because I don't want to overdo it. Can you see a difference? This side has the Temptu, just a drop into my lotion, and this one does not. This hand looks far wider and far veinier. This one does not. And this one shimmers. Okay, okay. I don't hate that for summer. That could actually be a really cool thing to do for summer. Putting just a tiny bit more on there and just mixing it into the lotion I already have. In person, I definitely see a difference. So, okay. Okay. I'm going to give you that one. I wish that was the boxy tip. I don't remember what the boxy tip was at this point on the card or even if it had one, but that's a pretty cool trick. All right, I like that for that. All right. This was the product that I said I hated the absolute most in 2016. If they can make me love this, I'll eat crow. I have no problem with that. I got no shame. I'll be like, oh yeah, okay, I'll use it. On my face actually is where I had the biggest struggle last time because that's where I had tried it all up in here and I just couldn't get it to apply properly. So Okay, so now let's move back to the face. And it says to put a few drops on the back of your hand using a stipple brush or a wet soft sponge, dab into the product and dab it onto your face where the sun usually hits. Okay. Okay, we can do this, we can do this. I'm gonna do it on both sides here so that way it's not as dramatic maybe. I also think I had a different sponge at the time. I think I had a sponge that wasn't as good as my Aesthetica blender, so let's see how this goes. What some of your comments said is that you also like to use it in with your foundation. Maybe if you were probably like going from season to season, like you needed a warmer tone. So I could see that working potentially. I'm gonna come up here. It doesn't look bad. I don't know. I mean, I may trial this a bit more. I'm so picky. I don't dislike it necessarily, but I don't know if I would only use this, like, because sometimes I like a darker, maybe I would go back with the bronzer and darken it back up. I think I'll stop there because I thought about going back in and going deeper, but that could get bad really quickly. I don't know. I'm not as mad at this as I was when I did that video, the best and worst of BoxyCharm, but I can't say that I absolutely love it right this moment, but this has opened it up a little bit more for me to be like, okay, maybe I'll keep trialing it and seeing how I like it better. I don't really own a good stippling brush, so that's why I'm using a beauty blender, so maybe it'd be better with a stippling brush and give me a little bit more of that chiseled contour look. I appreciate all of your comments, but all your comments on this really did help me to be like, maybe I should give this a second run. And I'm not as angry at this as I was at the end of last year, so I'm gonna keep playing with this and trying with this, and maybe I'll even use it in a makeup look in an upcoming video, so we can further test this. One of the other products that I said that I was not a huge fan of, and you guys were like, please try it again, was the Beauty for Real Blush and Glow. And the Blush and Glow stick, I just wasn't in love with. I couldn't get the right pigment. It didn't sit well on my skin, so I was just like, I don't know about this. You guys were like, oh, I love this. I applied it with fingertips, and you guys were, some of you also agreed you weren't a huge fan of it, and others of you were like, oh no, I really like it. And then when I went on their website to kind of see like what other people were saying, some people even said they got this in their BoxyCharm and then they went back to order 2. So I was like, well crap, well what am I doing wrong? Let's see, what are the tips on how to use this? Okay, this multifunctional product can be applied with fingertips, worn alone or over foundation to highlight and sculpt and warm your eyes, cheeks, lips, and body. You can also easily mix the creams together to personalize a look best for you. That's what they say on their website. I'm gonna put it on my finger. It is still creamy. Got a good amount of product on it. On this side, I'm gonna apply it with just the stick and then work it in with my finger, because it is pretty creamy. You see that swatch? I don't know, I think I prefer putting it on my finger and then applying it because it doesn't seem to sit too well when you drag it on there. It still feels like where I started the swatch is bigger and then it kind of like disappears instead of appearing more even. I still don't seem to remember this wearing for very long, so I'm kind of layering it up a bit to see how it does by the end of this look. Now I'm going to wipe off my finger with a wet wipe here and flip it over to the glow side. And I think I'm just gonna stick with doing a finger. I'm just gonna do a different finger just for This side is not as creamy as the blush. Could be age because I did get it last year, but maybe not, I don't know. As I warm up the product with my finger, it's getting better. I'm gonna put it right above that blush. I'm gonna top her out and maybe a little bit on top of it. Ooh, ooh, that just messed up my foundation that was previously on there, trying to swatch that, like swipe it. Ooh. Hold on, gotta repat that, That didn't go on so well. I'm also gonna take this and put it right above my Cupid's bow, just kind of swatch it my color. If you got this product, did you like it? Is it one of your favorites? Is there a different way you would apply it? Because I'm finding just, like rubbing against you is not the best. Fingertip seems to be working better. And again, you can see the glow. I just don't remember this wearing very well on my skin. Did it wear well on your skin like throughout the day? Tell me below, I'm curious. All right. Again, I don't remember, I don't hate this as much as I remember hating it, but it's probably because I'm applying it differently than I did before. But the wear time is kind of what I'm worried about, and the patchiness, you know what I'm saying? So now that I have done with all of the creams on my face, I'm gonna go ahead and powder my face to make sure all of this sets in. The next product, oh man. Now we're getting to a product I really didn't like either. I forgot about it. This is the, and some of you said you really liked it. So again, this is never meant to offend anyone if you like some of these products. This is the Hikari eyeliner, and this is like a cream crayon-y style. And for me, it was just very patchy and it didn't wear well. But I'm gonna go ahead and try it today anyway. So let's see if my mind has changed since then. Let's see. Okay guys, I just applied just how I normally would, and I can already tell you I hate this. And it's just, and maybe it's because I think the one girl who said she really liked this, she said she really enjoys a smoky eye, so she probably buffed this out. So I guess I'll probably have to do that because this looks like crap. But I'm gonna zoom in here so you guys can see. They don't look anything alike. They're super patchy. It's just too creamy of a formula for me, but I'm gonna zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about. So, starts out kind of thin here, gets really wavy, thick, and then it just kind of like, I tried to make a little bit of a wing or whatever. It's just not, it's not a great line. This one here doesn't even look like, this side here doesn't even really look like the other one. Not very well. It's wavy, kind of patchy. This side is thinner, this side is thicker, so now I gotta match the thicker side, and you know what kind of just devil's play that is. It never turns out well. I don't know. I just think this consistency and formula is just not my favorite, which is probably why I put it in my 2016 Worst of BoxyCharm. And it's just because this isn't my bag, it's not my favorite, it's not my jam. No shade. And if it's your favorite, then that's awesome. You probably have a better skill set than I do to make this shit work. But yeah, not my favorite. The next products here that I have, so I have the Blink Primer and I have the Blink Mascara. And I did not like these in 2016 at all. I talked about them in the video that they were definitely a worst for me. And then about a month later, I tried them again because I was kind of running low on mascaras, and I was like, you know, maybe I was too hard on these products. And then I Snapchatted that I was like, these are terrible. I was right last year. These are terrible. I need to throw them out. But I remembered like you guys saying that you used them and liked them, so I'm going to try them again. I'm going to try them on camera, but I'm not going to lie to you. I have very straight eyelashes. I've said that before. So I am going to curl my lashes first, hoping that that will help with some volume because, oh, my eyelashes are so straight. It's ridiculous. So first I'm going to try the Blink Lash Primer. So thick. I don't know. Like it starts to give you hope and then you're like, oh, this isn't looking so great. I gotta work the product through the ends of my eyelashes. I think we all know mascara has a 3-month shelf life, but you know, how many of us apply to that rule? We go in with the mascara now. The brush is kind of intimidating, it's so big. I feel like having such thick eyeliner on right now, it's gonna be harder to see the lashes because that Hikari eyeliner would just does not make a thin line for me. This really makes your eyelashes like clump together, at least on my eyelashes. Again, if you love this and it works great for yours, that's awesome. Okay, so according to their website, Blink says that the Mascara Amplified gives you more volume and more length after almost a decade in development. Blink Mascara Amplified provides an incredible, buildable, glamorous volume and length, all while offering the life-proof properties, which is smudge-proof, sweat-proof, water-resistant, flake-proof of our original mascara. And the mascara coats the lashes with a glossy, volumizing, extending coat that forms tiny resistant tubes around the lash. So it's supposed to like lengthen in volume. And maybe that's why for me they're clumping, and that's maybe what it's attempting to do. Again, this is a bit older product, so I can't lie about that. That is so true. I don't think this is doing anything special for my eyelashes. I'm gonna zoom you in. I only did the top lashes, I haven't done the bottom lashes. I don't think this is anything special. Again, I'm sorry that the eyeliner is very thick. I get better results from my Better Than Sex mascara than this. I'm not the biggest fan of this. I'm not going to use this on my lower lashes just because I think that it's going to be too much. That brush is very thick. So I'm going to go ahead and use my roller lash for my lower lashes, and then we're going to move on to the last two products. I just applied some of my roller lash to my bottom lashes, and in doing that I was kind of looking at my upper lashes and they're already starting to fall. Like there's no real lengthening for me, there's no real volume for me personally. I think my Better Than Sex mascara does better than that, so sorry, that's gonna still be a pass for me at this point. If you love it, I'm sorry, but my eyelashes are stubborn. One of the last products I have here is the Noya lip gloss. I talked about this again in my 2016 Best and Worst of BoxyCharm, and I tried this for weeks and weeks and weeks, and I was just like, ugh, I don't understand why this is so patchy. Why do I have to keep reapplying it so much? I'm not the biggest fan of this, but, I mean, and again, I looked on their website, just like the Hikari eyeliner, there's really not much to say, you just apply it. So maybe what I'm gonna do, just as a bonus round, is you guys know I was not a fan of the Japonese lipstick that even BoxyCharm didn't hype. So I think I'm gonna put this on as the lipstick and this on as the lip gloss over it, and I'll see if my feelings change about the product, but I kinda doubt it. I'm gonna start with lip liner, and I'm gonna start with Soar from MAC, just because I think that the colors will go fairly well together. I just have the lip liner on right now. I'm hoping this is going to give it a base and some structure so it won't be as crazy as I remember it to be. Again, I really like the color of the Japonese, it is so like smudgy and creamy, it just doesn't stay on me. But that smell, I don't understand why this smells so weird. Alright, so that is now on. It doesn't feel too bad at first. Like when you try this on, it doesn't feel really bad. It's just as you're kind of working with the rest of your makeup or going about your day, it's very smudgy. I end up seeing some of it like down here. I look like I fall asleep with it on. But let's see how it goes. It's already coming off of my fingers here. So now I'm going to be going in with the Noya lip gloss. Again, the packaging on this thing is gorgeous. I don't like when things don't apply evenly and consistently, and this definitely doesn't. Like I just did right here, and there's a huge line of product right here on the edge of my lip that's bordering, like crossing the line and going outside the line. And then the rest part in here, there isn't any product, so now I have to go back in that area and go back and forth and hope I don't make a big mess. This is so patchy, even with a lipstick on underneath it. I'm thinking that previously maybe I just hadn't tried it with a lipstick underneath it, but this is really patchy, and even just applying it, it's kind of pulling the lipstick because the lipstick is kind of cracked too. It's kind of like a loose lipstick that kind of moves as it wants to. It doesn't really stay put. These two products for me are definitely not something I like, that I'm going to reach for probably ever. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a bronzer because for me, this just isn't giving me the look I want. I feel like I put on a lot of the bronzer. I mean, here is the swatch that I still have from like adding and adding to it. I don't know, before I think it gave me too much, and now I think because I was doing it with a wet beauty blender instead of maybe a dry one or a brush, and I don't know if I have enough, so maybe I'm just going to play with that Tem2 bronzer a bit more. So I'm going to go into a bronzer with a brush and just kind of give myself a little bit more cheekbones, because I think you guys have heard me say it before, I have a very square face, so I kind of like to give myself a little bit more dimension. I just looked in the mirror to do my nose really quickly with some bronzer, and I'm going to zoom in on my lips right now so you can kind of see the monstrosity that's going on there. There's like a light pigment right outside the lips already. It's already starting to kind of like run out of there. It's already looking like really, like it's coming across the line. And it's already patchy right in here. Okay, to review the products we've gone through today. The Tem2, I'm intrigued to try again at this point, at least, before I was just done with it. I don't know, I had to add some more powdered bronzer to kind of give me a completed look here that I'm happy with. So, and I added a lot of product before, like you can see how many times I went back into it just with how dark this patch is. So maybe I'll invest in a stippling brush to kind of get more coverage maybe and see how that works. So maybe I'll try that again in another video. But I'm not as mad at this, so we'll see. I don't know if I'm still gonna reach for this all the time, but I kind of liked how I could put it with a lotion and it kind of gave it like a bronzed look. I did like that. Next we tried the Beauty For Real Blush and Glow Stick, and I still don't know how much honestly I'm gonna reach for this. My face kind of just feels tacky where it is. It feels sticky. And I don't really like that. I'm just more used to powders. I'm not used to feeling like I can feel how sticky this is. It's not like super duper sticky, but it's tacky, and I don't really care for that. And if this makes me break out, because you guys know I have sensitive skin, I will be like, bye Felicia, bye. So I'll see how this goes, but I'm not necessarily in love with it. Yeah, I'm still not in love with this, really. I don't know, I don't even think I see any of the pink hues, and I went back over that quite a few times. Maybe it's just so subtle. I don't know. I'm still not really sold on this one. Next was the Hikari eyeliner, and this still just really is not a favorite for me, and honestly, I think the only reason I would maybe use it is if I was doing like a dramatic Halloween look and I just needed a cream to go, like a cream liner to go over something else, or if I was doing like some scarring on my face, I would use a black liner for that, like for like more of an FX look, but still don't like it, still don't like it. Blink lash primer and mascara. Not the worst stuff I've ever worn, but it's definitely not the best. I think its claims are a little lofty. I don't think that it gave me that tube. Like I've tried, what's that 3D butterfly mascara where you put on the primer first and then you put on the fibers. That is kind of what I was expecting with this, I guess, when it was talking about the tubes going on your eyelashes, and I did not get that effect at all. This to me is just a basic mascara look. I'm just not impressed at all. It just did not wow me in the least. And I've tried them again and again. Again, at this point they're older, so we will give it that credit. But I didn't even like them when they were new, so bye Felicia. And then the last two products that I tried were the Japonese Chic lipstick. That was just kind of a bonus because I told you before I didn't like it, and I would retry it with the gloss, hoping that would help the gloss. No, I don't like either of these. My lips are very patchy. The lip gloss has already moved around the edges of my lip line, and I wasn't attempting for that look today. I even put on a liner base, hoping it would help keep some structure to my mouth. No, I don't like them. So this was my retrialing products. I said I didn't like that. You guys were like, please give this a different try. And the main one, again, you talked about was the Temp 2. So I'm going to keep trying this and seeing different ways to use it. A lot of you said use a stippling brush, so I think I'm just going to invest in that and see how well that goes. But I'm not nearly as mad at this as I was last year. Last year I was like, you're dead to me. But now I've kind of seen how it can give a glow, and I'm interested to try it a few different ways. Again, I did put on a powder bronzer after that to give some more, you know, dimension to my face. So we'll see how this does with trialing it a different way. But I'm not as mad as this, so thank you guys for telling me that. I always appreciate you guys telling me in the comments below what your thoughts are, so please continue to do that. If you have any other requests of videos you'd like me to make in the future, please also let me know that in the comments below. I am here to make videos that we all enjoy, so let me know what you would like to see. If you're new to my channel, I hope you take a quick moment to hit that subscribe button down below to see all of the fun videos to come, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, friends!